Charlie Munger, famous billionaire investor and vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, believes that the first $100,000 is the hardest to amass. It's not just him, though. Many people who have grown their wealth believe this to be true, and the same thing is often said about achieving the first million. Once you reach $100,000, the next one tends to come much more quickly. Before you know it, you have $200,000, $300,000, and $400,000. Then, once you hit the $1 million mark, the second one is right around the corner, and it seems to take a fraction of the time as the first. This is reassuring for those of us that feel like their wealth is growing slower than they'd like, but why exactly does it get easier? Let's see why it takes a disproportionately long time to reach the $100,000 mark and discuss some things you can do to speed up this process so you become wealthy years sooner. One obstacle many face is the process of actually beginning to invest. Investing can seem like a low priority, and it continually gets pushed to the back burner. Before you know it, you're scratching your head wondering how you're going to retire. How many people do you know that would start investing if only they had more money? When they start making more money, they'll invest. Saying you'll invest when you have more money is like saying you'll put wood on a fire just as soon as it starts producing heat. You don't invest because you have too much money, you invest because you want more money. Risk is also a common excuse. Most of us know a coworker or friend that has reasoned that investing is too risky, so they avoid it entirely. As is the case with many things in life, taking the first step is the hardest. When the finish line seems so far away, it's easy to push something off to sometime in the future. Achieving the first $100,000 requires you to do the heavy lifting, meaning the majority of your money needs to be personally contributed by you. Once your portfolio reaches a sizable amount, compound interest begins to work wonders. Even though the returns as a percentage don't necessarily increase, the returns in dollar amounts become much larger. For example, if a $5,000 investment earns a 10% return in 1 year, that's only $500, and it's hardly noticeable. $500 could easily be made just working a few extra hours once in a while, and when thought of in this way, can seem insignificant. When a $100,000 investment earns a 10% return, that's $10,000, and that's a great start to replacing your salary. Once it reaches $1 million, a 10% annual return is $100,000. That's a large amount that is much more than many people earn at their jobs, and seeing this huge growth is exciting. People say that when their portfolio gets to be worth $100,000, they can really notice the progress of their investments. Once the snowball gets rolling, the rate at which it grows accelerates. As your portfolio grows to a large amount, the progress is extremely satisfying, and that excitement can speed up the process. Put another way, you'll begin looking for ways to grow your portfolio more quickly because the rewards are substantial. You might look for ways to increase your income so you can contribute more to these investments. You might also look for ways to earn better returns so the growth will accelerate. Instead of going out to eat and spending $100 in the matter of a couple of hours, you'll think twice. Realizing how powerful compound interest is will make you more carefully consider your purchases. This is because you'll realize how much that $100 will grow and continually reward you if it's invested, and it will be harder for you to part with. For example, you spend $100 on a meal out and that money is gone forever. If you had invested that money, it could reward you $10 the first year it's invested, $11 the next year, and $12 the next. Of course, $100 isn't a large amount of money, but it's the habit of saving $100 in different categories on a regular basis that will add up.